Anyway, originally I'm from the Bible Belt, which means in LA my views are a little different than everyone else. Like I'm not pro-choice. I mean, I'm exclusively dating women who are, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to screw up my life or anything. You know, because I got hopes and dreams, and it is 50% my baby, but it's 100% her decision whether I have to pay for it for the rest of my life. You know, and when I decided to start fucking, I decided that, you know, if it does turn out to be baby murder, I kind of want somebody else to be responsible for that in the end, you know? Okay, so anyway, and then, like, I went to a Christian school for college, too, and I took a Christian ethics class, you know, and they posed a question. They said, is there ever a right time to lie? And then the example they gave was the Holocaust, and they said, you know, you're hiding Jewish people underneath the floorboards, and the Nazis come to the door. Could you lie to protect them? And then they said, well, what would Jesus do? And so being the smart ass I was, I raised my hand and I said, well, being that Jesus was a Jew, he probably would have been hiding with everyone else. And that evidently was not what they were looking for. So the school I went to, like, I don't know if you've heard of Jerry Falwell, but he was like the guy that said 9/11 was caused by gay people. So that was the kind of crazy we were dealing with, but for like a group of people that are, you know, associated with not liking gay people, there was a lot of gay stuff that went on in the dorms. When you tell 18 to 24-year-old males not to fuck anyone till they're married, like they do all kinds of like heterosexual, homoerotic activity. Like there was naked hall meeting, naked pre-chapel dance party, naked post-chapel dance party, naked Tuesday, whatever. You know, any chance we could get naked, that's what we did. And the people that like instigated this were our spiritual life directors. And I think the title suggests like an intermediary between you and God, which I think was the closest thing we had to a Protestant priest, which might explain all the nudity. And dating was difficult. But I tell you who has a lot of girlfriends in rural Virginia, Jesus. I found out later the girls just said, I'm dating Jesus, because like that was the way they, you know, what are you going to say to that? Like, oh, okay, well, can we still go? You know, but, yeah, it was weird because like, they were dating like the idea of Jesus, which was like the American Jesus that looks like Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees. And I was like, I thought it was hilarious because I was like, one day Jesus is going to show up and it's going to be Jewy Jesus that doesn't have a job and also hangs out with 12 other guys that don't have a job, and you're going to have to take all of them on a date and pay for the date because even though his dad is God, he doesn't have any money.